Good. It's like the bane of my existence. We're still getting a lot of rain, but I do manage to get a little bit on the driveway done. Um, but fighting with the rain, I ended up just spending more time on the gardens and stuff a little bit this week. So let's take a look.
All week it's been nice, and I had to work like crazy because we had some deadlines at work. And of course, today is like my first day up here this week, and we had rain this morning, and it's just everything's like super wet, so I can't get the tractor out again today.
I really need to learn how to do a trailer. They had the nursery that I got all the pallets from, they had these like really cool things that like I could see how they'd be, like, perfect for dog agility and stuff with the disaster dogs. We have, like, different things that are at different levels, and we put, like, plank walks and stuff up, and I was like, "This is, like, perfect," but it won't fit in my car. So, I guess I'll either have to learn how to trailer and hopefully maybe they'll have them again next year, or I'll have to use some of the pallets I've gotten and try to make one of my own.
I'm gonna try to use the gabion baskets to kind of put up a fence. And what I'm thinking is I'm gonna see if I can. I don't know how you get like those ginormous fences home from like Tractor Supply, like the hog panels and cattle panels. But I need to try to figure out how to get one to fit in my car, and then I'm thinking I kind of wire it to the trellis to like the gabion basket, and then I can plant tomatoes and like have like a tomato bed right here, and then they can kind of grow up the trellis system, or they can kind of go up the fence system for their trellis. So we'll have to see how well that works this year, but I still have like so freaking much work to do. And I've only got about another month before it's time to get things in the ground, so a little over a month, and then it'll be planting time for the normal annuals. So I gotta hit this from just a mess to like an actual bed, and same thing with these other beds. But I mean, it's starting to take shape. I don't have like anything set up. I don't even have like dirt filled in a lot of these beds. So there's just so much to do, but it's good. Just tiring. Okay. Still a lot more to do, but I got the first batch of potatoes and a little bit of garlic in the ground today. So that's what this bed is. I just have that one little bag of soil left, and so I'm trying to, I don't have compost ready because this is my first year here, and so we're just doing what I can to just get the basics in this year, and then we'll keep making our own compost and stuff from here. But look at that, like every single time I step in that, look at how much that indents. Just because it's like everything has just been so wet. So, but yeah, it's coming together. Section in the back corner there, I got a little bit of carrots. I've never tried carrots before, so we're gonna give that a try. I've got my blueberries, they're coming up. I moved my cranberry. There it is. I moved that little cranberry in there because I was reading that cranberries like get more acidic. So hopefully that was a good move. So I moved them in with the blueberries because that's more acidic soil in there. And it hadn't taken root or anything yet, so I thought I'd give that a try. But yeah, it's got so much to do, but it's just nice to start seeing the first raised beds, kind of being able to get things planted. Got more garlic there. I don't know if the asparagus will come up. I moved that last year, but we'll see. There's a couple little things that I'm not sure if they're asparagus or if there's something else. But yeah, so it's been a long day, just trying to get working on the raised beds mostly today. Oh, I thought I had more dirt, but I just have one small bag left, so I gotta stop for soil and stuff on the way back so that I can have some to try to plan out this bed the rest of the way tomorrow. Wow, horseradish is really coming in here strong. Pretty cool. Okay, these are, I think I've had garlic right here. So on that side I planted carrots. On this side I think I had the rest of the garlic. And it looks like some of those are kind of coming a little bit. Sage is coming in. I loved this time. It was like really awesome, but I don't think it made it through the winter. And I see a little bit of green there on my, not much, but a tiny bit of green on the lavender. So hopefully that's gonna come. That other sage is coming. Oh, look at the blueberry. Sweet. These are the blueberries from last year that I moved up here. These two at least are good. Oh, this one's got a little bit. These are the new plants that I had just planted. My new cranberry is still not all that happy, but things are getting there. Trying to figure out where I want to put this. Let's see, maybe over there. Wow, look at the rhubarb. That's grown a lot since last week. Uh-oh, these are the potatoes. It looks like something's been digging. Let's see. I'm not sure if something's been digging or because it's like I had them all completely covered and now they're a little bit uncovered and some of this stuff looks a little bit loose and it doesn't look, maybe it just grew though. Maybe it just started popping up and growing more. I don't know. Not quite sure what to think. I guess we'll see. Hopefully they're okay. Yeah. This should be oregano. I started dumping another pot in and then it had some rocks. That's why I had some rocks in it, but this should be oregano. I don't see too much of it yet though. But the horseradish is sure coming up. And the strawberries and the chives, so all good signs. But yeah, my thyme doesn't look like it made it. But let's see what happens here. Okay, this new one is chamomile. I'm hoping I guess it's the German one and it's the annual. So I'm hoping it said it could self-seed. So I don't know what everybody else's experiences with this. I'm really hoping it'll self-seed and come back. But we'll see how big it gets this year. And maybe we can, as we get into the winter, next winter, maybe I'll try to bring it in. I was kind of hoping that I was thinking it was a perennial. So when I just looked it up, it said it's an annual. So hopefully it'll do okay in self-seed. And we'll probably bring it in the fall. But let's see how it does in this bed. Okay, cool. This blueberry is coming back a little bit too. Oh, and that one's got a little bit too. So I guess I got most of the blueberries that I transplanted. That one's got a little. So the couple did really good, but a couple are slower. But that's still all good signs that they're coming back. So I don't know why my cranberry isn't happy though, because it's definitely looking funny colors. But all right, we got 10 white pine trees. It doesn't look it, but they're in this little baggie. So this was kind of cool when I you had to set up a membership to Arbor Day to get a discount. And then when you do, they mail you 10 free pine trees. Or there was a bunch of different trees, but I picked the pine tree so I could do my border. So we are gonna get them in the ground today. This is a nice little thing of information, but wow, 50 to 80 feet and 20 to 40 feet spread from these little teeny tiny guys. That's just like amazing. But this is kind of cool. All right, this is the first of the 10 and they are in the ground. I spread them out quite a ways all the way down the field because I'm going to have lots of different types of pine trees and stuff, and then we'll see, because these ones I think are going to be a little bit bigger than some of the other ones I have coming. So, but we'll just have to keep them trimmed and stuff, and I think they'll grow in and give us some nice protection from the road. So it's pretty cool. Another one of the little freshly planted pines tonight. So hopefully I got 10 of those in the ground. So hopefully they'll grow big and strong. I don't know what their percentage is from seedling to actual full adult tree, but hopefully it's pretty high. And I figured what I'm going to do is kind of interlace like pine trees with some bushes. It's going to take a long time for the pine trees to like be big and blocking, so I figured the bushes will grow faster, grow in, and the pine trees can kind of come up behind them. I know I have to keep things trimmed and stuff, but I can kind of look down my row of fruit trees, and this is going to be a row of evergreens and bushes. So we're getting there. Just trying to get some blockage from the road, because it's just so, everything I do is just so visible to the road. It's just, I don't like that. I really like to have a little bit of privacy here. So I got my pile of willows. I'm trying to get them in, the willow cuttings that have rooted. I'm realizing I screwed up my rows a little bit though, because I kind of wanted the willows to kind of be like through here, but I kind of really need the fruit trees to be on the outside of it, and I have my vines that I was going to put on from the outside over them, and so it's like if I want to have the fruit trees behind the willow fence, I planted them too far forward, but I'm not going to move them. So a lot of the stuff is stuff that I just don't know if it's going to make it long term or not. So I guess I need to just kind of, because I wanted this whole front part to be kind of like just lots of flowers and kind of stuff. So I'm trying to figure out like how I'm going to do the willows now. I might have to just leave those in front, leave these in front, because I planted them before I really had a good concept of what I was doing. And that's the problem. It's like you always think you go, okay, I gotta get started, and then you figure out later that you wanted something different, but it's okay. We'll figure it all out. Well, something apparently like some of the spring bulbs that I had planted, because they're chewed up and eaten and pulled out of the ground, a few of them. That's not good. Alright, well, I got it dug quite a bit. This top part has a lot of rock and stuff up there, so I think I'm just going to leave it, because then they can just kind of... I can't go much further. I'm not going to be able to get in and out, so... I was debating about trying to dig that further, but I think it's probably okay. I mean, I'm going to get bigger rock anyway, so... and if I have bigger rock, then it shouldn't go too far. You can see, like, the colors, like, right there. The color changes, like, right there. There's only a little bit more to go, so... I can either wait to figure out the tractor and do a bunch more, which I might or might not be able to get done because of all the rain, or I can just go ahead and order the rock, and then we'll see what happens with the tractor. And if I can get the tractor done in time, I might try to do a little bit more. But I think it's pretty close, so hopefully okay. I mean, you could see the color changes and stuff. And this is pretty flat, and I just need enough just to get in there. So hopefully it's okay. It's really like up here that I was worried. But there is like a ton of rock and stuff underneath here, so it's not going to be too bad. I mean, I might have to add more rock over time. And there's a plane from the airport. We're very close to the airport here. It's flying overhead. But yeah, it doesn't look too bad. It's looking kind of like a driveway, I think. So as far as I can tell, I mean, like, I know I had a small leak of hydraulic fluid, but I kept checking and it was fine. So I'm not quite sure what's happening here. I mean, they said that it had to really go hard in order for it to do it, and it had just a teeny tiny little leak. So, and there was nothing, I couldn't get it to tighten tonight, and I wanted to get it done. So hopefully that didn't cause problems, because I mean, I expected it to manifest as like the front end loader just doesn't work and be like, oh, okay, I need to stop. But everything was fine. And then suddenly, when I went to back up one time, it went back up. It's like so weird.